Next up, we got Solana here. So I haven't looked at this in a while either, but I can see it's pretty bullish actually. Higher highs, higher lows, really big week here. 3 big daily candles in a row. We'll just throw this moving average on to check it out. Yeah, it's definitely bullish. So that's good. It's good to see. So breaking this down, let's figure out if we got maybe a trade coming up. So nice area of support here. Let's see, price rejected it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then boom, broke it. So ideally it will hold above this area, so that's good. It is into an area of liquidity as well now, so which will function as resistance. I think it's actually just above it. Let's see. Yeah, just above it. So, but you do have this really big candle here. So let's see the weekly. Yeah, so if we drag this out, it really just depends on how this week closes right here. So we still got 10 hours left on this weekly candle, right in this zone here. So if it breaks and holds above this zone, then probably good to go. Even if we got a daily candle, if we got a nice daily candle, let's say tomorrow's candle closes fully above this area here, then we're probably good to go. But if not, might get a bit of a pullback. It might have to come back to this area here to gain more buyers before, you know, possibly, like, it might have to go down to here first, get the buyers, get the liquidity in order to bust back up through this zone here, because this is a very significant zone. But I mean, looking at this weekly candle, it's all bulls. So looking at this, I just want to see these lower time frames. We'll clean this up here, see if we can find a trade in this. I would be looking to buy it because it is bullish. It's above that. It's above the moving average, the daily, and the 4 hours, well, way above the 4 hours. So personally, I like my retracement trades. It's just kind of my specialty. It's I like to buy things on sale and I like to sell them when they're overpriced. So I would wait for this to come down to, and you can actually see this 50%. Between 50% and 618 is always seems to be the best spot for things. And you can see there's actually an area of liquidity right here, right above, right at this 50% zone. So you can see all these candles sitting right on top of it. So ideally that's where price comes down to, and that's where we get in on our buys. So that's what I would wait for. We will delete this for now, and you can see we actually did get a bearish engulfing candle here, this 4 hour one, and then the following candle is also bearish. So it does look like it is selling out of this zone a little bit. Could actually put this here. We'll clean up this area. We'll get rid of that. So get rid of this too because we don't really need it. This is our zone that we're kind of looking at here. So looking for price to come into this area, get bought up. Ideally this 1 hour moving average catches up as well and works as support for us. Once price kind of meets it, hopefully they meet each other right in this area. That's usually my favorite type of trade. And then we're looking long. We're looking long to at least this area, back up to this area here. Price loves whole numbers, and if you can see $30 right here, can't make this up. If you pay attention, a lot of the times price is always gravitating towards whole numbers. So 30 bucks, bang on. You can see it was respected back here too. So 30 is going to be our first target once price comes down to this area here and ideally finds support. So I need it to hit this area, then I need some bullish momentum out of this area. So an engulfing candle, and then a shift of structure on the smaller time frames. So let's say the 5-minute time frame, you start seeing higher highs, higher lows. And right now price is below the 5-minute moving average, and odds are it'll stay below it all the way down into this zone, and then you kind of want it to cross over. So then you know that momentum's shifting. So that's kind of what you wait for. But as far as figuring out like an actual trade setup, so this says that price moves on average about $4 a week. This week it's already moved almost 8.5, so it's been a very big week. Normal weeks are, let's see, this says 350 on average, 350, and it's moved between like 245, 225, 576. So it's really tough to say. I think between 350 and $4 is pretty fair though. So I wouldn't be interested in shorting this just because it is so so bullish, and a couple things. Like if you were to short this, I mean, even if you went off this zone, like I guess maybe, you know, like the risk reward is good, but it's counter trend trading, and this is super bullish. It's above all these moving averages, so I personally would not take that trade. I would wait for it to come down here and buy it with the rest of the bulls. So depending on when this hits, let's say it takes, you know, 3 days, couple days, you're looking at about 350 from this area here. So that actually puts us, you can't make this up, that puts us right at the top of this zone as far as weekly range. So that is bang on. I like that a lot. We'll extend this. Oh, it's pretty much perfect already, but we'll extend this all the way to Sunday, which is crazy because it's already the end of October. So this is pretty much your weekly trade. I would just I would float this stop, and so just kind of figure out, keep, like, to start, you keep it below this area obviously. If price produces any wicks below this zone here, just keep your stop below that as well. And then ideally, like I said, this moving average catches up, and let's say it's right here, just make sure your stop is below that moving average, and that's usually a nice safety net as well. I really like this trade. I'm going to put an alert here because I'm going to capitalize on this trade too, because I really like it. I think you know, if you look at all the time frames, bullish. The weekly is not bullish. I don't even know. There's not even a moving average here. I wonder why. Oh, because it just hasn't been 200 weeks. I don't know. Maybe it's too new. But yeah. But I mean, the daily is the most important. So if that's, as long as that's bullish, the 4 hours bullish, the 1 hour is bullish. I mean, it's all bulls, baby. So that's means we got to buy it. And it's got some nice significant areas that it's made now. You know, it's respected this area. You can see it's created, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles sat on top of this. So you know, and that is your 50% retracement. So this is a very ideal zone. It's ideal that your stop is below this area and then below this moving average on the 1 hour time frame once it catches up, because I don't think the 4 hour is going to catch up, which is okay. That just means it's super bullish. There's no problem in that. And then yeah, just targeting this previous zone, and then I want to look ahead. Let's see, maybe the next zone that we could target the following week would be up here. Keep in mind it moves about 350, $4 a week on average. So that would put us right about right here at 34. Kind of makes sense. There's a lot of liquidity in this area. Probably be our next bet. 37 is a little high. So, and I can just see that this area is pretty significant first. So this is probably what I would be shooting for the following week if price breaks this little area here. So this is step one. It's got to break above this area. And my only concern right now is just that price comes down to this area and gets bought up. So not worried about this zone yet. I'm worried about this zone and this zone. And I want price to hit this area, start creating bullish momentum again, higher highs, higher lows on the lower time frames. Let that 1 hour moving average catch up to it. Use that as support, and then boom, buy this. And then this is my entire trade for the week. You're looking at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So maybe even a little bit better, might be able to squeeze 2.5 or even 3 out of it, depending on. So I like that. I like that trade a lot, and I'm going to watch this closely. So that's my take on Solana. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.